Hi everybody, just out walking this beautiful lot, and it got me thinking. I was thinking about all their little quirks when they were younger. So looking at them now, what lovely dogs, well behaved, nice, chilled and relaxed. Back in their heyday, when they were younger, oh bless them, they were anything but this. We've got dogs who can be a bit grumpy towards other dogs. We've got dogs who were scared of their own shadows and things like that. So we've got a right mix of dogs in this group. And through a bit of time, some training, quite happy little guys now. They're really good. That got me thinking about what you kind of need to know when you're looking for a trainer. Because the other thing, as I was looking at these guys and thinking, you know, how they've come on over the years and what they were like when they were younger, it does get me thinking about some of the routes their owners could have went down in choosing a trainer to help them. So the really difficult thing for dog owners is actually finding the right trainer for them. Dog training, as well as dog walking, dog grooming, sadly, we are an unregulated industry. There are no governing bodies for us. There is no standard to set for ourselves, which means you've got a lot of in-betweenies to choose from. We also have, it's a very passionate profession, so there's a lot of personal beliefs that go along with our job. It's a skilled job. You really do need to know what you're doing. If you don't know what you're doing, that can really negatively affect the outcome of what you're trying to achieve. So there's lots and lots of pitfalls when choosing a trainer, and honestly, it's not easy. It's not easy at all. So it's kind of some tips for you guys to help make you choose somebody you want to work with and somebody that's going to really help you and your dog. First off is ask them certain questions. So ask them what methods are they going to choose to help you train your dog. So is it somebody like me? I would answer you with, I'm going to use food to help motivate and reward that dog. I'm going to use toys to help motivate and reward that dog, and I'm going to use things in the environment to reward that dog and to float their boat and get them doing the things that we'd like them to do. Some may answer differently. Some may say they don't believe in using food. Some may ask you to use certain pieces of equipment on the dog, but it's up to you to decide, are you comfortable with the answer they have given you? Another great question, what will you do if my dog gets it wrong? Now, I would answer you with nothing other than change my tact. So if I've asked the dog to do something and it hasn't worked out the way I thought it would, there's a lot of different reasons for that. One, does the dog actually know what I'm asking them, or have they no idea? And that's the reason they've not done it, because they don't know what I'm asking them. Is the dog worried by something and the dog physically can't do what I've asked because they're too busy focusing on that thing that's scaring them? Is it that the dog is tired? Is the dog sore? So is it actually physically sore for the dog to do what I'm asking them to do? Some people might answer you, oh well, I'll pull them on the lead, you need to shout at them, you need to tell them who's boss, that type of thing. Again, the answer to that question will give you an indication of how that person deals with training with dogs and what they do. Another great question: what experience do you have in general and with my breed of dog? So have you worked with collies a lot? Have you worked with rescue dogs a lot? Have you worked with Ibethan hounds? It doesn't matter, whatever breed you have. That's going to tell you, do they understand what floats your dog's boat? Do they know what motivates your dog? So with my own dogs, we have a wide variety. What motivates my collies doesn't necessarily motivate my sprocker quite the same. Possibly doesn't motivate my terriers the same either. So knowing how each breed works, that helps a lot. And then your experience overall will help lots. I'm a massive fan of continuing personal development, so I will attend as many courses as I can. I will read as many books as I can. I will soak in as much information from lots of different sources as possible. But I also make sure I'm putting a lot of practical experience in there. I will team up with other trainers. I will see what they are doing. We will talk. We will share ideas and things like that, because the dog world is forever changing. This pandemic has totally opened up the dog world. So when you guys are looking for a trainer, ask them these questions. See what's sitting well with you, what you're comfortable with, to find out if they are the right fit for you. Because the last thing you want to do is possibly go with a trainer that maybe isn't going to use the same methods you are comfortable with, and that you might regret, that you might not want your dog being subjected to. Okay, let's see if we can get this done. The other reason that you want to make sure that you're using or methods that you are comfortable being used is that if it doesn't align with what you think is an appropriate way to train your dog, you won't actually follow your trainer's plan. You won't put in the work and you won't see the results that you would like to see. So making sure you're fully aware of how the training's going to go, how the training's going to be done, means that you're going to be successful. You are going to get the results you would like. Now, once you've found a trainer that you would like to work with and you like their methods, I know cost is going to come into this. The one thing I would like just to point out with cost, it is a tricky one because you do have to stay within your means. You have to make sure you can afford the training and things. But please don't make that your final decision. There's a bit more to than just how much somebody charges. And because it is an unregulated industry, everybody has their own ideas of how much they charge. I know when I first started, I wasn't confident enough to charge what it was worth, how much effort I put into you and your dog, the hours of research I would do on something for somebody to make sure I would give you the best advice possible, the time I would spend talking to other people to make sure I was getting it right for you. I didn't charge enough in the beginning because the dog industry is a funny one in the sense that nobody values it as such. But if you get a good trainer and that they help you with your problem, honestly, it's priceless. You will have so many years of fun and enjoyment with your dog because you invested the money when you needed to. So please don't make cost your final decider as to whether or not you would want to work with somebody, i.e. please don't just pick either the cheapest because you think that you're going to save money. It's not as simple as that. The other thing that I kind of see quite a lot with the inquiries I get in and speaking to people, often people leave it till they can take no more. They're at breaking point. You know, their dog's barking is just through the roof, or you know, their behaviour around other dogs is getting to the point they don't even want to walk the dog anymore, or maybe the recall's so bad and you've had so many incidences on your walk, whether it's maybe other owners shouting at you to get your dog under control, or maybe your dog's been getting in fights, and you're at breaking point and you'll want somebody to help you like yesterday. The problem with that is majority of trainers will have a waiting list. You will have to wait a little while before they can come and see you, or before you can book into a course. And when you're desperate, and trust me, I know what it feels like when you feel like there's no light at the end of the tunnel. But when you are this desperate and you're told that there's waiting lists, it's going to affect your judgment who you're going to work with, because you might feel so desperate that you will just take anyone that's got the first available slot, and maybe you don't do your research because you just feel so down and stressed out by the dog's behaviours. You just want it fixed. You just want it fixed like now. So before you get to that stage, if your dog's doing anything you think, oh, I don't like that, or I don't know if this is right, that's the point to contact a trainer. You know, get in touch with somebody to come and help you, work with you, so that you will have years and years of enjoyment. So I hope you found these tips helpful, and it'll maybe guide you better as to who you could choose, what to look for when choosing a dog trainer to work with. Okay, but any questions, you're more than welcome. Email them in at eastcoastdogtraining.co.uk, and I'm more than happy to help you. Okay, bye for now.